Ayun. Good evening, everyone. No, I'm Brian, your host for Philippine Graphic Designers and Usapang Design Podcast. So, siguro di natin patatagalin, no? Let me call our guest host, special guest host from a different community. Please welcome Lad Gutierrez.
Yon.
Yan.
So, good evening everyone. Kamusta kayo? Kamusta, Bri? Thank you for having
Ayun.
us here para makipagkulitan. Makipagkulitan.
Ayun, salamat Lad no sa pag-accept ng invitation ko. By the way, nagkaroon lang ng onting problem din sa akin. May something technicalities din. Pero yeah, thank you Lad no to attend in our podcast. And syempre no, yung pinaka-pogi nating community founder ng
Ako po.
Filipino graphic designers that we call NAB.
Yo! Hi guys! I'm Nabbe Francisco. Naligaw lang din ako dito. So, hi! I'm excited to interview one of the biggest designers here in the country and a freelancer, I guess. So, yeah.
Ayun,
Let's
Lad
begin.
and Nab no, kumusta kayo? Kumusta naman yung yung trabaho natin? Kumusta yung buhay-buhay?
Ah, ano ba? Paano ba sagutin niya? Pinangangamusta kasi dito, hindi kinakamusta si Hat, pero wala si Hat ngayon. Ito yung tunay na Lad Gutierrez ngayong araw. Siguro pag nagsab ulit tayo kay Kap, makikita niyo ulit si Hat. Pero siguro kamusta ang buhay? Medyo nakaka-stress siyempre as usual, 'di ba? Pag mga daming mga ginagawa, pero siyempre thankful pa rin naman sa mga ginagawa kasi siyempre may mga projects and everything. And I think may mga may mga collaborations na mga gagawin na nakaka-excite din. Ako hindi nakaka-overwhelm siya na masaya, gano'n siya sa'kin, gano'n yung pakiramdam ngayon. Ikaw,
Ayun,
Nab?
si Nab pala.
Yeah, sa akin
Si Nab parang
siguro,
walang problema, eh, charot.
nababaliw na rin. Pero good problem. Siyempre, sobrang dami problema pero good problem. A lot of brands and social media things yung ginagawa natin ngayon. So aside from personal projects, may mga clients tayong hinahawakan, ganyan. And of course, hindi natin pinapabayaan yung community. Just recently, siguro last week maybe, we created our new Telegram page or community chat. So currently, sobrang
Nice.
dami na nag-usap doon or may mga forums about graphic design, how to be paid as a designer. So anything under graphic design umbrella. So yeah, that's what we currently do like right now. Thank
Ayun.
you.
Lad, Nab, salamat sa pag-accept ng invitation from PGD and Usapang Design, 'no. By the way 'no, meron tayong guest speakers, 'no, na kung saan pag-uusapan natin yung estado ng design and arts here in the Philippines, and not just here in the Philippines lang but also, around the globe. And ano nga ba ang kumusta na ba si design dito sa Pilipinas? Ano na ba yung what do you call this, estado, 'di ba?
Tapos
So,
hmm.
by the way, hindi natin patagalin 'no, pero yun nga before I go to the floor uh, with the guest, na siguro pakilala natin siya 'no. He's a Filipino branding and graphic designer and design history enthusiast, and also holds a position as Vice President at Communication Design Association of the Philippines and CDAP. Please welcome Dustin. Hi, Dustin.
Yun, welcome Dustin.
Good
Ay,
evening. Kuya
maling
Dustin.
meeting. Shak, sorry, maling meeting. Hindi, joke lang.
Mali pala, mali.
Maling meeting yung pinasukan ko. Hello, guys. Thank you so much for
Nice entrance.
welcoming. Yun, sorry.
Ayun, salamat Dustin. And then meron pa tayong isa, no? Not only one but two. So we have what do you call this? Photography expert, and expertise niya, no? Kumbaga love niya na for how many years yung photography. And one of the founder ng I Am Abby Fine Arts Photography, no? Nabanggit ko na rin yung pangalan pero please welcome Abigail Miguel. Hi
Yay!
Abby.
Hi guys! Good evening. Thank you so much
Ayun,
for
good.
inviting me with this podcast. I really love being with other creatives to discuss more about the industry. It's a thriving industry, a very thriving industry for everyone.
Ayun, salamat Abby, and salamat din Dustin 'no, sa pag-accept ng aming invitation here in Usapang Design. Pero, matanong lang namin 'no, kami nila Lad and Nab, sino nga ba si Dustin sa mukha ng industriya, lalo na sa
No,
creatives?
nothing.
Wow!
Hindi, ito, to be honest, I don't think that I hold anything yet. But what I do know is I'm here to also shed light to the design industry. Kasi yun naman yung original kong idea eh. Because I really wanted to shed light dun sa mga old, yung mga old school. I guess I would say the old school, but at the same time, sila kasi yung mga parang I really look up to. That's why I'm here, nasa design industry. Pero to be honest, ayun lang, designer, yun lang.
Sobrang humble ni Kuya Dustin, grabe. We can never...
Nakaka-touch nga eh.
Sige, papatan ko, magyayabang naman ako. Medyo,
Ano yan?
walang iyo.
How about kay Abby? Hi Abby, can you introduce yourself?
Okay. So I've been a photographer for matagal na, more than magi 18 years na. I specialize in fine art portrait photography. Um, when I started with my photography career, I just said that I really just want to create beautiful images. But as I go along, mas matagal na ako sa industry, there's this parang calling in me to inspire other creatives, especially aspiring creatives, beginner creatives that wants to have a place in this industry, and to educate them that there is a place for them in the creative industry. Kasi grabe ang lawak-lawak. I compare it to an ocean na maraming opportunities for everyone. We just have to take that step to get the, to build the skills, and once you have that skills, sunod-sunod na siya. So I started as a photographer. Now I'm more on educating other creatives, especially photographers, and then inspiring them.
Wow, grabe. Nakaka-inspire naman yung ano ni Abby 'no. Kasi
Yeah.
naka-ano ako, naka-relate agad ako dun sa ano, sa parang ano bang tawag, advocacy for aspiring creatives and aspiring, ako kasi aspiring designers and aspiring creatives din yung mga gusto kong i-help to shed lights about creativity. Pero siguro Bri, if okay lang 'no, I want to start yung ano, yung conversation natin and discussion natin with creativity 'no. Sa ginagawa nyo currently, Dustin and Abby, how do you kumbaga parang how do you unleash your creativity? Paano nyo ginagawa yung current na ginagawa nyo ngayon? Paano nyo siya pinapalabas yung creativity ninyo? Siguro we can start with Abby. Nag-volunturo si Dustin eh.
Biglang turo eh.
Biglang nag-volunturo eh.
Okay, how do I unleash my creativity? For me, parang ano lang siya, dumarating lang siya eh. But mostly, I'm inspired by paintings. Yun talaga, pag makikita niyo yung mga gawa ko, it's more on the painterly side. So, pag nakikita ko yung mga colors, texture, shadows, and highlights ng paintings, it's inspiring me to create my very own art, creative work. So, unleash, and I have a creative team.
Yeah, actually,
So, pushes me, you can do it, Miss Abby, we can do much better than this one. Yun. Yeah. Importante din yung team eh.
Yeah. Well, yung sa painting mo, you post it online, or is it your passion to paint?
mhm.
Come again, hindi ko siya na parang
Sorry. All right. So you do painting, no? When you do it, pino-post mo ba siya online, or like parang it's your passion to paint talaga?
Okay, alam mo, ang secret is hindi talaga ako marunong mag-painting. Hindi ako marunong mag-painting, pero I create a painterly images from my photography. So lahat
Oh.
ng pinopost ko, website, online, different social media accounts ng I Am Abby, it's photography. Pero nagmumukha siyang painting because of skills and how to do it, like how to do the lights, the shadows, the highlights, and everything. Kaya laging sinasabi sa akin ng mga clients ko, Miss Abby, painting ba yan or photography? I call it both, painting, photography. Because you can
Mm.
create your own parang medium. Wala naman sinasabi na you can only limit with photography or you can only limit with painting. Sabihin mo na painting, photography, pwede din naman siya because that's how you create and that's how you unleash your creativity to the world.
Nice. So, paintography ang tawag natin sa kanya. Charot.
Galing. Pwede yun.
Yun na nga, paintography. Nakaano pa tayo ng ano, no? Pero, thank you for sharing that, Miss Abby, no? How about you, Dustin? How do you, how do you unleash yung creativity mo with the things that you are doing right now?
Naps. Naps ang sagot dyan. Matulog. I mean, kailangan mo talagang matulog. Hindi, to be honest, yun talagang sikreto ko ngayon. Gusto kong matulog. Pero hindi nakakatulog kasi ang daming ginagawa. Thankfully, that's a good problem that we have. Pero at the same time, I'm trying to learn how to rest because when you rest, you actually recharge for creativity. Now, if we're going to be honest regarding yung sa work, kasi what I do is visual branding, so visual identities and all that. So, the first thing that I do is always to, what do you call this? To conversations talaga with the client. Tapos saka lang lalabas yung, kasi hindi ako pwede magbigay ng solution ng inimbento ko lang. Parang, I have to talk to them in 2 layers, I have to talk to them in 2 layers. One is yung corporate setup. And then, ang isa kong tinatry is on a personal level. Na parang, okay, so client, usap tayo ng ganito. Yes, minsan tatanungin ko ng personal na question. Anong bank account mo?
Anong password? Mga ganyan.
Tatanungin ko sila parang, so, kamusta yung family life mo? Minsan sumasagot sila. So, pag ganun, you get more insight and ideas from how they think. Kasi you're there to actually solve their problem. So, when you actually know how they think, mas magigets mo on how to solve their problem and their client's problem. Kasi usually ganun naman yun. So, there.
Nice.
Yeah,
Pero yung mga, sorry Nab. Isang
Please,
lang last, follow-up question lang. Dun sa mga, when you do interviews or sa mga clients mo ba, is it for corporate branding or for personal branding?
Hindi. Kasi yung clientele naman kasi ranges from that. So, from me being a brand strategist for Workbean, which is an employer branding company, of course, sometimes, kasi we include yung traits ng customer. We include their traits kasi the more that we understand how they think is the more na mas may chance for us to win yung mga pitches or win yung, what do you call this? Matapos mo, mapa-approve yung mga items. So, there.
Yeah. Cool lang ng mga ng first question natin, no, kasi we can see yung difference ng ng pag-unleash ng creativity kasi yung tawag dito from Miss Abby, meron siyang parang medium to showcase her creativity. With Dustin naman is tawag dito, yung creativity is through conversation or through talking to clients na doon lumalabas yung yung mga ideas 'di ba? So Nab, meron kang question.
Yeah, so far sa first question, ang dami ka na agad nakuha. No? I think they're both the perfect representation of being a graphic artist and a graphic designer. So see Miss Abby, I feel like she's doing everything to like self-express, for self-expression, ganyan, more on personality or like the innate abilities of being a designer or an artist. So si Kuya Dustin naman, more on solving solutions or design solutions ng clients niya. So diba nakikita mo talaga yung difference nila. So I guess maganda yung pag-drive ng guesting natin ngayon kasi marami pa rin nalilito ngayon kung ano ba yung difference between graphic artist and graphic designer. And I guess masasagot siya ngayon ni Kuya Dustin at saka ni Miss Abigail. Yeah, so one question. So for you po, Miss Abby and Sir Dustin, ano po yung like meaning or definition or personal definition po for you ng graphic design and graphic artist?
Mhm. Magtawag ka daw, Nab, kung sino yung
Go po, Miss Abby.
Nag, nag-lag ako. Um, Difference between graphic design and graphic artist, right?
Yes po,
I
Miss Abby.
think for me personally, I see it. The graphic design is most on the functions. You have you have a certain output that you need to do, but on graphic artist, it's mostly on your own perspective, on perception, and how you see things, and how how you will put the outcome out there to the world. So it's on the function, the design, on the graphic design, and on the graphic artist, it's mostly on sinasabi nga it's the artist's own perspective and not the function. Para kasing fine art portrait photography, it's not about everyday life as it happens. It is about the artist and the perception and anyway the background and how she do things, the perspective and everything. So I think that's for me, personally on how I see graphic design and graphic artist.
Great. Thanks, Miss Abby. Follow-up question na po, Miss Abby, no? So do you think being a graphic artist still solves clients' problems?
Oh my God. I think if on clients' problems, it's really depend on the requirements. Kasi like we do production design on the other side of I Am Abby. So ang ano kasi ang limitations of being a production design is that you are limited to the marketing output of the client. So there's a certain parameters that you have to follow. But being on the artist, your creativity is you can just do everything based on your perception kung ano yung gusto mong gawin. But on the design, talagang you have parameters that you have to follow. And then you have to follow what the client needs, kung ano ring requirements nila because they are paying for you. They're paying for your
Correct.
skills at design. Pero pag it is required that you show yourself as a graphic artist, then your creativity is limitless. Limitless. Possibilities are endless for you. Just like
Wow.
photographers, they're creating for themselves possibilities and imaginations are endless. But if it's you're working with a certain brand, then you have to make sure that what you're creating is in line with their marketing plans for the year or for the quarter. So there is parameter and functions that you need to follow.
Wow, ang ganda nun, ang ganda nun. Actually, it's the first time that I've heard about fine portrait or fine art portrait or fine art post photography, no? It's really like relatively new sa lahat sa amin dito, I guess. So thank you for that, Miss Abby. So Sir Dustin, ano naman po yung thoughts nyo about graphic design or being a graphic designer and being a graphic artist?
Okay, paano ko sasagutin to ng mukhang smart? Hindi. Ayun, si Sir Joey, nakita ko na sa comment section. So, ako naman kasi, so from a design perspective talaga, as much as we can say that it should be objective as possible, sometimes kasi natatamaan din ka talaga siya ng subjectivity kasi at the end of the day, your clients are humans and they will have leanings or mga biases. So, pero you also have to think, okay, so how do we, ako kasi ang mindset ko is always solving. Have to solve what is the current challenge that is yung face ng client mo kasi you're being paid sa solver. Kasi I don't think that we have room for self-expression in our kaya nga manhid na ako ngayon eh. Kasi hindi, kasi pagdating sa design, we're called to solve things. So,
Correct.
kunyari kanina, I was in a meeting. I was with a client. Tapos sabi niya, first time namin na mag-engagement. So, what happened is, sabi niya sa akin, Pag ba, pag ba nag-comment kami sa design mo, tapos di namin nagustuhan, ma-offend ka ba? Tapos sabi ko, hindi. Kasi pagod na ako sa buhay eh. Hindi,
Manhid na.
hindi. Sabi ko sa client, no, because it's my job to take things critical. Kasi if you have a comment, ibig sabihin, you're seeing something that I was not able to see. And at the end of the day, you know your business more than I do. So, I would take it critically and adjust. Yun naman siya eh. Pero so far, medyo pasado yung round 1 of client
Wow.
of design. May tweaks na lang. Pero there, end of the day, designers are called to be solvers.
Okay. So you really separate yourself po talaga no from the projects that you're creating. So how
Yes,
do you like express naman yourself? 'Di ba? Syempre, we have so much creativity in us as designers, 'di ba? So how can you express naman your creativity if you can't express it sa brands na hinahawakan mo?
Perfect question yun for now because if we are friends in Facebook, I hope that
Yeah.
you're seeing I have other creative outlets na lang that I do. Although, so hindi naman mawawala yung creativity in solving a client's problem. But at the same time, if you're asking about personal outlets, I have 100 days of portraits that I'm doing right now.
Uy, cool.
Yeah, 100 days. Kasi so nakabili ako ng iPad. Finally, di ba?
Wow.
Tapos bumili ako ng Procreate. Tapos, I had to challenge myself to learn how to use Procreate. So, nag-100 days sketching ako. So, pinapost ko siya everyday so that, malay mo, may kahinatnan yung pagpo-portrait. So, that's how I try to do other outlets of creativity.
Great, great. So thank you. Kayo ba Kuya Lad, may mga creative outlets din ba kayong ginagawa since solvers din kayo or design problem solvers?
Kumakanta. Charot.
Sample.
Hindi, joke lang.
Yung nagsasabi na ganyan, nagsasample.
Nagsasample. Sumali po yung TNT, Kuya Dustin. Ano niyo po ba napanood niyo? Kumakanta po siya.
Yung
Ballad
bomba
po.
ba yan?
Oo. Baya.
Doon pala nanggaling yung pangalan na Lad, Balad. Yan, yun po yung ano. Lalong inaano yung sarili, no? Baka pakantahin
Pinush.
yan. Na, pero siguro ano lang bago ko sagutin yung question mo Nab, I would like parang follow questions lang for this no. Kasi ang ganda ang interesting ng ng topic ng separation ng graphic design or ng design tsaka ng arts. Pero kayo Miss Abby and Sir Dustin, paano nyo naman siya possible na mapagsama into a one project na parang you create, you solve problem at the same time meron din siyang self-expression sa ginagawa ninyong mga project sa mga clients? Is it possible or paano niyo siya nagagawa or gagawin if ever?
I think it's possible to have a fusion of both function and artistic expression. I think what I usually do is that based on the client's requirements, gumagawa kami ng deck based on that, and then I'll give an alternative. Yung sa alternative, yun yung mga gusto ko talagang gawin.
Oh.
Tapos, pag sasabihin nila, oh, Miss Abby, I really like that one. Can we do that? Yun, chamba. Yun, jackpot yun for me. Because I'm creating yung talaga with the heart na ito talaga yung gusto kong i-create for the client. But there are instances na hindi talaga. Hindi talaga siya pasok sa requirements ng client. So, you have to be humble enough to say that, yes, okay, I'll follow because it's a collaboration between the client and yourself. Pag okay, yung artistic vision mo, di okay. Pag hindi naman, di okay din.
Yeah, so parang may detachment pa rin ng no, ng personal
Yes.
expression doon sa project.
Yes. Yes, actually, yun yung minsan ang nagiging predicament ng mga artists is that they are too much attached to their work na minsan pag sinasabi ng client na, oh, this is not what I really want, they take it, they become too offended. But if you look at it objectively, we're working for clients that need a certain requirements, then we have to follow them. We have to follow them because they're paying for our service. Pag hindi man talaga, then, pag hindi siya in line with your vision, then you have the option and the freedom to decline the project.
Yeah,
Nice.
nice. Ganda nga yung sinabi rin dito, may sabi rin dito sa comment natin sa sino marunong magbasa ng Japanese yan. Pero siya, sabi dito sa comment, a client's feedback is either bad or good, helps you to be better. So dapat di ka ma-offend sa sasabihin nila. So ano rin talaga, may mga balance na ano, na kasi sila
Totally
rin yung ano
agree
eh,
with that.
yung client din.
Yeah,
Mm.
very timely. Oh, we can read your comments, guys. Kaya comment down below if may mga questions kayo or anything kasi sasagutin niya ng mga guest natin ngayon. So, if
Yeah,
may
yeah.
question kayo, Kuya Lad or Claire, ako may question ako. So, ang ganda na kasi ng topic natin, pero I just want to like 2 steps backwards.
Okay.
I just want to
Hindi ba yung
uh,
question kay Sir Dustin?
uh, and then, can you tell us about your creative journey, di ba? As a designer, and kasi currently you're both an epitome of design and artistry here in the country. So can you tell us your journey as a graphic designer and as a graphic artist, and how can you help other people to be like you someday? Wow.
Start naman tayo
So,
kay ano, kay ay sige
yes,
go.
sige po, Miss Abby.
Very interesting question, and I really love the question. It will help a lot yung mga answer namin. Answer namin for the
Yeah, for
aspiring
sure.
creative. So my creative journey started when, oh my god, sasabihin ko ba, almost 18 years ago. I started as family lifestyle photographer, and then I'm a self-taught photographer. So I did not have any mentor at all when I was starting. So medyo mahaba-haba ang journey ko because I did not have anybody to put me in line that this is what you should do. This is,
Mm,
kasi 'di ba yung mentor, they teach us, they guide us on what
correct.
we need to do for ourselves. Mas nagiging yung journey is mas better, mas nagiging
Mm,
efficient siya. But for me, I don't have that. So I found out that I really love portrait, and I always say that that's what my heart sing, portrait photography. And then fine art is my artistic vision on how I see the world and my client.
mm-hmm.
So, in line talaga siya on people because I love connecting with people. I love talking to people, and I love hearing their stories. So, my advice to creatives, aspiring creatives, even creatives has been in this industry for a long time, you have to build your skills from the ground up. um, you really have to know it by heart 100%, because if you don't, you don't really understand what you're doing, you cannot go far in this industry. Kaya lagi kong sinasabi, build your skills, because anywhere you go, kahit pumunta ka ng US, ng Canada, what skills you have right now will apply to different culture, transcends languages, race. It transcends everything. So build your skills, and from there you will know what style and then creativity that you would love to show the world.
Thank you. Ninote ko yun, no, yung build your skills kasi sobrang important yun. Kinoment ko rin siya para makita ng lahat. Na upskilling is really, really important kasi education does not stop, di ba, after graduation or after graduating. Kaya yun yung pinupush ni Miss Abby na kahit wala kang mentor, just build your skill and the creative ladder. We call it creative ladder na lang. Mas mabilis mo siyang maaakyat if you know how to build yourself up, how to teach yourself and learn more skills with other people. So thank you to Miss Abigail. Next is Kuya Dustin. Your story is also interesting. Can you share us more about your story naman po as a creative guru? Yeah.
So, nang-apak ako ng mga tao para
Para
Same.
makaangat, para makaangat.
Oo, oo.
Paano po yan? Paano joke?
Mas mabilis kapag
Mas
nangahapak.
mabilis.
Hindi, joke lang. Ay, sorry, joke lang. So, to be
Baka maniwala.
honest, oo nga, baka maniwala. To be honest, hindi talaga siya easy for me. Kasi, for one, ang tinapos ko, journalism. So, I finished broadcast journalism in Lasal Dasma. So, pero before I graduated, nag-aaral na ako mag-Photoshop kasi kasama siya sa curriculum ng nung school kasi mas maganda yung, alam mo yun, marunong ka magsulat, but at the same time, you also know how to do other skill sets. So tama yung sabi na you have to learn other skill sets. So nung college, nag-aaral ako mag-Photoshop. Pero yung original na idea nung pag-aaral ko ng Photoshop is because yung crush ko, gusto niya, ini-edit yung pictures niya. So,
Motivation. Take
yun,
note, guys.
oo. So dahil doon, nag-aral ako mag-Photoshop, pero hindi ko alam na yung pala yung isa magiging part ng building ng skills pa. At the same time, so natuto ako mag-Photoshop. Tapos nahilig din ako sa design. So yun yung naging trabaho ko sa school paper. Tapos may dumating sa school if you know Team Manila, nagsisimula pa lang si Team Manila noon, 2007. So alam nyo na, Photoshop 7.0 yung una ko natutunan. Tapos,
First version mo.
Kakalaban tayo ng edad dito eh. No?
okay lang. Okay, go ahead. So bigla dapat si Team Manila, si Sir Joey, at saka si Sir Raymond ng Team Manila. Tapos hindi ko alam na meron palang ganong klaseng career in the Philippines. Actually, so sobrang nag-reset kasi ata, I think. So makikita nyo yung design history natin, 1970s, 1980s, ang gaganda. Tapos pagdating ng 1990s and around 2000s, medyo naging, not saying na pangit, but naiba yung track ng design natin noong 90s and 2000. Tapos pagdating ng mga 2000s, mga 2006, 2007, naglipanan na kasi ulit yung mga, kunyari sila Sir Joey, Electrolyte, yung mga ganon. So, because of that, medyo na-build ulit yung design community. So, yun, nakita ko nga na may ganun palang career. So, yun, tinahak ko na yung career na yun after college. But it wasn't easy because it took me time to actually have a design job. Pero a lot of side hustles din siya. So, yun. And ang career ko kasi medyo kakaiba eh. Call center agent, real estate agent, hindi ako nakabenta ng lupa. Tapos naging designer ako tapos bumalik ng call center, tapos naging corporate communication specialist. So, trabaho ko, design. So, it took me a year to understand na, shucks, designer na pala ako. I'm actually living one of the dreams that I had before. So, yeah, that's the career that was built. After 7 years sa corporate, nag-freelance na ako kasi doon pala ako nagkaroon ng tapang to actually go. I'm not saying na dapat ka umalis, hindi ito yung sign para mag-resign ka. Hindi ito yung sign para mag-resign ka. But I'm saying na yun lang talaga yung tinahak ko na career. So, there.
No po, I'm convinced magre-resign na po ako, Sir Dustin.
No, don't. Mag-asa ka ng tao.
Yun ang mas
Mas okay pala yan.
Sorry.
Sino-sino na po yung mga naapakan yung tao, Sir Dustin?
So far, dahil maliit ako, wala akong naapakan.
Well,
Hindi ako
pero
umaabot.
nakakakit. Hindi umaabot. Pero
Walang
nakakakit.
bitin. Ganon. Yun lang. Lokal-lokal, sorry
Inspiring lahat ng stories nila, no? So nakita natin na si Miss Abby, siya talaga is pinursu niya yung creative journey niya talaga from bottom down. Bottom down ba? Pero from the bottom to up. From bottom up. Yun, talagang yung journey niya, alam niya na kung saan yung tatahakin niya. Compared kay Sir Dustin naman, na pa iba-iba, pero still, nag-end up siya sa gusto niya talagang gawin. So, it's also, I guess, marami makaka-relate kasi currently marami nasa corporate ngayon or iba yung journey na tinatahak nila tapos sideline lang nila yung freelancing or designing. I guess, makipag-usap kayo, magtanong kayo ng maraming questions din kay Sir Dustin if yun yung tinatahak niyo currently kasi for sure marami siyang ibibigay na advice sa inyo guys. Kay Miss Abby naman sa mga alam na yung journey na tinatahak nila at gusto na nila yung ginagawa nila, Miss Abby is the right person to ask guys. Kaya just keep your comments and questions down below. Babasahin natin yung lahat. If you guys want to read one of the questions kasi medyo marami naman na rin dito, nakikita niyo. Kay Nonic, Kuya Lad. Kay ikaw mag-read Kuya Lad. Kay Nonic Russell.
Nonic. Alright. A question ni Nonic. Mga sir and ma'am, as an aspiring graphic designer, anong tools po ba ang una kong i-master to create a design? For now kasi nagpo-focus ako ngayon sa Canva. Tama po ba ang first step ko?
Pwede ba sumagot?
Yes, go Sir Dustin.
Siguro pwede sumagot kasi podcast 'to, 'di ba? Kung pwede tumahimik ako, 'di what's the point? Sige, kasi medyo passionate ako dito sa topic na 'to. Ang pinakauna mong kailangang i-refine ay taste level, hindi tools, taste level. Kasi kung hindi maganda yung taste mo, sabihin natin, you know how to use Photoshop, you know how to use Canva, but those are tools. But if your taste level is not as far as what your clients want, you will always fall short of the expectations and what is needed in the job.
Yes.
So to give you a perfect example, so we had Jason Magbanwa before um, sa isang talk. I got him for a talk sa way back, mga best pre-pandemic. What happened was, he talked about his process, his journey, and all that. Tapos pinakita niya yung pinakauna or basta mga early parts ng kanyang ano, videos. So ngayon makikita mo ang gaganda na ng videos niya.
Yeah.
Pero of course, he also started somewhere. And sorry Sir Jason, ikaw na naman nagpakita ng video. Hindi siya ganun kaganda. As in, may mga, if not mistaken, may mga lumilipad na text and all that. So you know that kailan shoot yung video na yon. Pero, what does that tell us? That tumaas yung taste level niya. That's why he can ask for, kaya ito yung mga kind of clients na na-attract niya kasi tumaas yung taste level niya, and that's why he can command a price level like this because tumaas yung taste level niya. Pero sabi niya sa talk na yun, tumaas lang din yung taste level niya because of the people who he associated with. Hindi naman daw talaga yun yung trip niya before, but because of the people who you network or who you talk to, tataas talaga yung taste level mo, or at least network with people who you want to be like. Because if you adapt the same way that they talk, then tataas din yung taste level mo. So yun. Pero magandang marunong ka ng tools, pero taste level muna. Yun.
Mhm. Good point yun,
Ganda.
yung yeah. Sige, Miss Abby, meron ba kayong meron kayong inputs din about this?
Yeah, ang ganda lang sabi ni Dustin. Really, you just see it as tools. Like, yung mga painters, yung brush nila in the canvas are the tools. How can you create something amazing if you don't have the artistic vision or the knowledge to do it? Parang hindi din siya magmamatch. Like the athletes then, as they go forward with their skills, kailangan din nila ng better tools. So tools and knowledge has to go hand in hand. Hindi yung maiiwan yung knowledge, maiiwan yung tool. It has to go hand in hand. Sabi nga nila is yan, the master will appear if the student is ready. So once you're ready for better things, once you're ready for more knowledge, yung mga tools na kailangan mo, it will just appear. You will look for it kasi kailangan na eh. As you go more advanced in your career as a creative artist, yung mga tools na yun, magpa-follow lang yan. So, better focus on, again, knowledge building. Knowledge and how knowledge building talaga for me and skills eh. I'm really passionate about skills kasi I see that as hindi siya mawawala sa iyo. As you go older in this industry, many years in your belt, you will become more, how can I say, mas pamahal ka ng pamahal. Pamahal ka ng pamahal in this industry. Kaya you have to really take it as at heart na those who are good in what they do in this industry, talagang they built themselves on their knowledge and their skills.
Nice. Para po tayong lupa, ganun po ba? Nag-appreciate yung value natin over time.
Oo,
Galing mo doon na ba?
Thanks.
parang di ba merong niyan, merong isang story na pumunta lang yung isang matanda yata, tiningnan lang yung anong gagawin, tapos sabi, wala pang few minutes, sinabi niya na ito yung kailangang ayusin dyan. That's like, you're an expert, right? Alam mo na kaagad, isang tingin mo pa lang, alam mo na yung gagawin. How good it is to reach at that certain level. na isang tingin mo lang alam mo na yung gagawin mo. Nakapikit yung mata mo, alam mo na, di ba? Parang ganun.
Yeah. Parang I've
Nice.
heard the same story na ano yung parang iibahin ko siguro yung ano, yung tawag dito, yung context. Pero halimbawa parang 'di ba, yung magpapagawa ka ng rep mo kasi nasira. Tapos yung technician, gagawin niya lang ng may pipihitin lang siya na parang 3 seconds lang, pipihitin niya lang yung something, okay na yung rep, na ayos niya na. Pero it takes him many experience na para malaman kung ano yung pipihitin doon sa aayusin niya para maging maayos yung ano, yung
Yes,
ginagawa niya, 'di ba? Parang same thing
exactly.
with us na parang, like parang okay, we have the knowledge, yung mga tools pinag-aaralan din natin, it goes hand in hand na yung mga ginagawa natin, but it comes really with experience na kailangan napa-practice natin yung mga ginagawa natin, hindi lang basta, okay, marunong na ako mag-Photoshop, I'm already a graphic designer. Pero it comes with ano, maraming factor maraming
Yeah.
kino-consider for us 'di ba? Kasi ako ang sinasabi ko nga palagi na when it comes to design, hindi lang pagandahan yung design it's more of how effective it is yung ginagawa nating design. Ano yung mga solution na naso-solve ay yung mga problem na naso-solve natin through the design. Ano yung mga nako-communicate natin ng mga message through the design. Hindi lang siya basta pagandahan, "Uy, ang ganda ng design, okay na 'yan." Pero it's more than that, yung mga kailangan i-consider. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Go,
actually
Bri.
madugtong ko lang din yung sinabi ni ano 'no, ni Lad, 'no. And then siyempre kay Dustin and Abby, great answers na narinig natin tonight. Pero for me naman is about understanding kung ano ba talaga hinahanap talaga nung mismong client or maybe nung mismong society. Kasi it depends on, sabi nga ni Nonik ay parang tatanong kasi si Nonik, kung tama ba yung first step niya about sa tool, and then based sa answer ni Dustin is about the taste na i-imply mo dun sa mismong ginagawa mo. For me naman is all about understanding kung ano ba yung hinahanap or actions na hinahanap talaga ng client or ng society. Why? Kasi I think it's not about the tools, it's not about the program that you use when it comes on giving solution, although need yung tools. Pero, parang hindi pa rin kasi, kasi malamang sa inyo 'no, madalas yung naririnig yung paglalaban ng iba't ibang programs like Canva, Adobe, something like that. Pero for me, it's not about the tools, it's all about the execution. It's all about the output na hinahanap talaga ng client, and lastly, yung mismong satisfaction na rin ng client and yung society na makita yung mismong design. By the way 'no, I have a question pala for Dustin and Abby. Though, Abby, um, parang naging part siya dun sa mismong photography talaga, and Dustin is, more on journalism before nung nag-take siya. By the way Dustin 'no, naging part din kasi ako ng journalism before din. Pero hindi ako nag-take ng journalism, naging part lang din ng journalism, way back elementary, high school to college, and ayun nagkaroon ng iba't ibang, programa like Rappler, nakaka-join ako. And, one thing na siguro, I mean yung itatanong ko is how your expertise, like kay Abigail and kay Dustin will affect do sa mga companies like, paano niyo natutulungan yung society natin like global issues, poverty, inequality, climate change, something like that?
May climate change na doon.
Bakit naging Miss
Yeah, yeah.
Universe question?
Sorry, ang bigat. Ang bigat.
Parang Miss Universe na ba ito?
Ano nangyari? Hindi ako prepared.
De, pero kasi ganito kasi yan parang may mga nababasa kasi akong mga post, comments na yung design is at parang natural way na lang nila o yung sagot nila is yung design lang naman is parang pindot-pindot lang, pindot-pindot lang naman yan yung camera kapag nag-shoot ka pumipindot-pindot ka lang naman, pumipitik-pitik ka lang naman, pero they
Okay.
didn't
Oh, I see.
notice na there's a solution part of being a designer or being an artist. So in what way do you think na makakatulong yung graphic artist and graphic design? Siguro simulan natin kay Dustin.
Alright. Sige. Ang hirap ng tanong, pero sige. Actually, yung question kasi sobrang layered yung question. Maganda siya. Pero if you're kunyari, sagutin muna natin siya 2 parts, no? Yung isa, yung nagsasabi na, pindot-pindot lang naman yan, eh. Clearly, yung nagsasabi ng pindot-pindot lang, wala siya sa field na 'to, outside looking in. So, perhaps ganyan yung perception niya. Hindi natin siya masisisi because of the rise of, programs na may AI and all that. Pero at the end of the day, bago ka makarating dun sa solution na kailangan mong i-solve is may process din. So, kaya nila nasasabi yun, it's because it's outside looking in. But it's okay. Well, I do not take offense on that because wala na akong time para ma-offend. Ang dami nating ginagawa. Tignan mo, yung si Brian, di ba? O, halat na akong nag-i-email siya ngayon. So, ganon. Sa sobrang multitasker niya, nasa podcast siya, nag-i-email siya. So, yun, di ba? So, wala na siyang time para ma-offend. Yun yung first question. Now, sa second question, makikita mo naman that there are so many ways for us to actually help. To give you a concrete example, nung pandemic na nagkaroon pa, of course, aside from pandemic, may mga bagyo, may mga natural calamities. So, last time, nagkaroon if you do not know Joanna Malinis or Jo Malinis, the queen of Philippine type, what happened was, what happened was, she created a type called Salbabita Sans, and she sold the type, of course, for the use of type, she sold licenses of it, and then whatever that she was able to earn from it, binigay niya sa mga foundations. So in a way, it's true that you can use your skills when it comes to ano, saving the world one segment at a time, because of course you cannot save the whole world, but at least you can help one part or one segment, because saving one person's life is saving that person's world. Di ba? Kahit pa paano may pa-profound naman tayo dyan. Di ba? So, hindi porket, hindi mo naman pwedeng sabihin na yung isang buong mundo yung babaguhin mo, eh. Pwede mo ring i-observe pwede mo ring i-observe. Pwede mong i-save ang isang tao, isang mundo na yon. That's this person's whole world. So, yun, there are so many ways, there are so many examples and concrete examples of fundraising using design to help a person. And hindi mo pwedeng sabihin talaga na kawawa or wala kang magagawa, because there are so many ways. Doon papasok yung creativity. How can you be creative in terms of finding ways to help others? So there. Hopefully that made sense. And magaling si Brian. Lodi ko yan.
Pero ang galing nung
Napansin tao nag-work no?
Kahit nahuli ka, no?
Ginagawa ko kasi yan. Nakikita ko yung mata niya, eh. Ako rin, eh. Nasa meeting, pero ako, kailangan maghabol ng design.
Parang gusto ko yung point about yung parang relevance din talaga ng pagiging creative sa sa society or even sa mundo. Na parang
Yes.
hindi mo kailangan baguhin yung mundo. Kailangan mo lang baguhin yung mundo ng isang tao. 'Di ba? Ang lalim nun, pero shucks, it connects with people eh. Sobrang ano mo yun, makakaiyak, charot. Biglang umiyak pala niya. Yeah. Pero how about kay Abby?
Yeah, I really like that question and meaning behind it. So I see graphic design and what we do, myself as a photographer, is the way of we communicate to the world. So how do we communicate design to the world? As you can see, nagpo-podcast tayo ngayon because someone designed like this one. So it makes our life easier. How about Apple? It changed the technology. Oh, come on, the iPad, like Steve Jobs, he said that ano yung tagline ng Apple? It's we make things happen ba? Or think differently. Sorry. Think differently. So sorry. I'm really sorry about that. So Apple, the tagline is think differently. So every creative designers of Apple, they have this vision to communicate to the world that this is our products. We can make your life easier. easier, function. Kaya tayo ngayon, we have different kinds of design for our phone. We have different kinds of design for our camera to make our life easier. So that's the purpose and that's the importance of graphic design. It changes the world. It changes the way that we communicate to each other. So pag sinasabi na, oh, design lang naman, oh, paano? How how come the architects and the engineers, they design this bridge, right? Bridge that crosses boundaries. They have the ships that function, ang lalaki-laki, pero it can float, right? So pag sinasabi na design na, oh my God, we are living in a world that is full of graphic designs of the visions of so many people. So that's how we change the world. Even the colors, how can we communicate colors to the world? The color theories, the psychology of colors. You use red, you use yellow. So there's a lot of the way that we communicate is in the design, really. I thank you.
Ayun.
Grabe.
Thanks,
Meron ka
Vince.
bang add muna doon, Nab and Bri? May ano ako, may follow-up question ako, pero Nab and Bri, baka meron muna kayong ano doon.
Wala na, kompleto na yun eh. Ang ganda, malalalim. Kasi legit yung term eh. Pero legit na design really solves problem in so many ways, di ba? We're living in an era, hindi pala. Before we were born, design is already there. So,
Yes.
nabuhay tayo or nabuhay yung mga magulang and ninuno natin because of design as well. So, it helped a lot of people already and we're continuing that advocacy, di ba? Na we're using this platform, our talents to solve problems of other people. So maganda yung both na thoughts nila na sinabi nga ni Miss Abby na it really solves problems kahit sa yung climate change and everything. So since before, Sir Dustin, ganun din. So I just want to agree with that. And kayo ba Kuya Lab, yung mga thoughts ba kayo about that?
Bri.
Sige. Siguro sa akin muna. Kaya ko rin siya natanong kasi parang ang laki kasing question palagi yan sa bawat communities. No, kung mapapansin ninyo in Filipino graphic designers, incubators man yan, Philippine graphic artists, and graphic artists of the Philippines. Isa lang yung meaning no, kung mapapansin ninyo. Yung mismo community. Pero iba-ibang tao yung pumapasok sa bawat community and they ask similar question about sa mismong kung ano bang meron kay graphic design. And they think kasi ang graphic design is just parang pangkompleto lang ng Happy Meal, ganyan. So, siguro for me, graphic design and arts and design, no, it's a lot of innovation here in the sa mismong industry natin. No? More innovation, more on competition, more on narrative, cultural narratives. Pero for me kasi, nakalimutan ko yung sinabi kung sino yung author na quote, pero kung kilala niyo si Alexis Colado from Swarm, he quoted from UX Plus na design is a part of innovative solution. It means parang more innovation, more on critical thinkers, more on cultural narrative, conventional wisdom. It's all about design. Parang kahit ako na-realize ko rin, no, let's say not about graphic design or about sa graphic artist, no, architecture, hindi naman magbi-build yung architect without the design formula or design thinking nila. Engineers, if they don't have design analysis, design execution, there's kumbaga walang industrial something na makikita natin sa industry. So I think design is sobrang formulated niya here, lalo na sa future. So I think ayun lang.
Ay,
About
thank
you,
you.
Lad?
Hindi, siguro sa akin lang is like parang I agree with this na yung pinag-uusapan natin. But I think siguro na this is more than design that changes the world. It's the creativity kasi siguro sa topic na rin natin, 'di ba? As a creative thinkers or sa ginagawa natin, design man 'yan, as a singer, as a dancer, entertainer, we are creative in our own way, 'di ba? Sa mga ginagawa natin. And creativity kasi it comes with innovation . na yung mga creative minds natin nakakapag-create ng mga different innovations, na nakakapag-isip ng mga different ideas to do something. 'Di ba? Na parang okay, creativity is like doing things na ayan, nasa photography, nasa design, nasa ano, iba't ibang field. Now, with creativity kasi and innovation, no. Ito yung tanong ko, medyo hot topic lang rin kasi ngayon 'to, no. Um, with AI, how does AI currently will change the world? Yun yung follow-up question ko. Kasi ano, eh, I think rin, sa akin na galing sa creativity kasi yung AI, eh. It's an innovation ngayon, eh, sa creativity, eh. Pero currently, right now, medyo hot topic 'to sa mga designers, hot topic sa industry. How does AI will change the world currently?
Oh, it is already changing the scene, especially in graphics design, photography. Basta change na niya yung scene and it's transforming. And I have this belief that AI is here, and we should, as artists, we should do our part to really understand it. Kasi kung hindi, we're gonna be left behind. I see AI as just a tool na pwede kong magamit in order for me to be a better photographer, to be a better artist. Kung paano mo lang talaga siya gagamitin and how you see it, it's either you will see it as a problem or you will see it as an opportunity for you to grow as an artist.
Yeah, kumbaga parang ano, taking advantage of it instead of na matakot with that
Yes.
kind of
Oo.
tools.
Yeah, kasi 'di ba fear comes from not knowing really what's gonna happen in the future.
Mhm.
But once you understand AI, you can use it for yourself to express yourself. Kasi ako recently I've been using AI in photography, so it makes my workflow easier. Mas madali ko siyang gawin. So I take it as a friend. AI is a friend to me. So to those
Sige.
like looking at okay.
Sorry, Abby. Go ahead.
Yeah, para mo na siyang i-take muna as your friend. You use it for yourself. You use it as to boost your business as a photographer or an artist. Then later on, you understand how it works. Kasi it's just parang ano lang, extension of being an artist siya. 'Di ba? Retouching is an extension of yourself as an artist. Every tool is an extension of yourself as an artist. So I see AI as an advantage for me to use for my business or to use for myself as an artist.
Nice. Curious lang, Abby, no, how do you use AI sa photography or sa process mo?
Madali na siya because when we do composite, especially in Photoshop, there's a generative fill that you can just put you can extend the backdrop, and then they will give you an option kung ano yung backdrop that is closer to what you're working at. Then mas madali na siya because before, as a composite, I do a lot of overlaying of different elements and textures in my photography. So talagang it takes me hours and hours to do one image. But because of AI, it makes my workflow really fast, very efficient as well. Kasi ita-type mo lang siya and then it will pop up the elements that you need, the textures that you need, the extension of the backgrounds that you need. So it's there. Huwag kang matakot sa changes that is happening in the industry. You should embrace it because once you embrace it, you will be, you will lead. That's where innovation comes from. Embracing the changes that is happening in the industry, embracing and adaptability, because when you don't adapt, you will die. Adapt, innovate, and change and transform.
Nice, grabe. How about you, Sir Dustin? What's your take on this?
Uh,
Parang lalim nun, ah.
lalim. Hindi, to be honest, when it first came out, syempre nakakatakot din siya. Not gonna lie, there is fear that came in rushing. Kasi especially, I think it was what do you call this? I was talking to this seasoned graphic designer, as in, I would say legend siya. Pero tapos sabi niya, medyo siya na mismo 'to ha, medyo nakakatakot yung AI because ang bilis nung transaction niya. So, there's reason to fear kasi yun nga, mabilis yung transaction. And even this one, I was in this meeting with another seasoned creative from an ad agency, malaking ad agency. Sabi niya, nakakatakot si AI because it is pure logic. It does not have empathy. But at the same time, it also gives us room for creativity. Doon papasok yung creativity because it is logical but at the same time not creative. So, okay lang naman kasing matakot. It is a human response. But the question is, how are you going to face the fears that will come in? Because again, I'm just being vulnerable at this. It is scary, but at the same time, you have to learn how to ride the tides of the changes that's happening. So yun. And also, I was talking with another, what do you call this? Another data scientist just last week. And sabi niya, when the CEOs were asked on what's the next trend when it comes to tech, now that we have AI, the next trend would be liberal arts or creative arts. Why? Because, again, as mentioned earlier, AI is logical but not creative. So what will happen is if you do not have the taste, you do not have the creativity, ano na kasi yung tool eh. Pero if you don't have the taste, it will not happen for us still. So again, there's reason to have this sense of fear, but there's more reasons to be in faith when it comes to creativity. So, okay ba yun?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, in connection with with sa sagot ni Miss Abby kanina tsaka with your answer, Sir Dustin. Kumbaga, talagang hindi natin maiiwasan na matakot. Kasi totoo na ang bilis ng galaw ng AI ngayon na talagang change is ang bilis ng ng
Akala
pagtawag
ko
dito, ng
change is
paglaki.
coming, sorry.
Ang bilis ng paglaki ng AI. Pero like yun nga, if hindi kung magpapaiwan tayo dun na nalalayo rin or magkakaroon din talaga ng gap yung fear natin. So we have to adapt with that fear. We have to adapt with that change na kumbaga parang na-take advantage natin instead of parang hindi gamitin kasi iniiwasan natin or parang natatakot tayo. But we have to adapt, we have to use it, we have to kumbaga parang take advantage of it. Pero yeah, again, yung mga question dito kanina or yung mga sinasabi nila na ito lalo na sinabi nito last ni. Pero nakakatakot din talaga kasi baka lahat magbe-base na lahat sa AI, hindi nagagamit yung human critical or yung creative thinking. Kasi nga, sabi nga si Sir Dustin kanina, siya logical Pero yeah, you have to match it You have to match it with your thinking, with your creative thinking, with the logical sense of AI para maka-adapt ka. Pero again, marami pang mangyayari sa AI. Hindi natin alam kung ano pa yung lalabas. Hindi natin alam kung ano pa yung mangyayari. We have to get ready for it. Kailangan natin mag-adapt and we have to take advantage of it.
Ayun. So, pwede can I add something? Sakto kasi yung AI na yun, natanong siya nandito siya sa comment section. Pinsan ko pa yung nagtanong. Ano ba to? Sana nag-PM na lang siya. Anyway, the thing about AI is what's exciting with what's good and bad with it is garbage in, garbage out. So if basura yung ilalagay mo, basura din yung lalabas. So kaya mahalaga talaga, babalik tayo at the end of the day, creative thinking, critical thinking, taste levels.
Nice. Yeah, ako one thought lang din doon, no? So marami kasing spaces yung AI sa tingin ko, no? Hindi lang siya sa Photoshop, hindi lang siya sa ChatGPT. So a lot of things happen sa artificial intelligence. So for example, I think yung current issue talaga na nilalaban ngayon ng mga designers and artists is yung pagkuha ng design or design thief or design stealing, di ba? So kinukuha nila yung mga designs from other people or arts, tapos they're combining it and creating one whole design that's not credited sa real designer. So I think yun yung one space talaga na hindi rin masagot ng usual ng maraming tao kasi mali talaga siya in some other ways. Pero sa other types of artificial intelligence, it would it is really helpful sa ating lahat, no? For example, generative field, chat GPT. So a lot of spaces ng artificial intelligence is really helpful sa ating designers, for example. So I guess sa ganong space po, for example, in design stealing, how can you like come up, or what is your current reaction on that? And how can you solve that problem as designers in this era? Sir Dustin.
Ah, I could say, I go back dun sa isang, meron akong, I think may documentary dito, everything is a remix. So, at the end of the day, ano eh, dun din papasok talaga yung creativity. So, okay, andyan na siya. Hindi siya nawawala. The question is, how are you going to be creative enough to come up with new ways? So, end of the day, ako, this is what I believe. So, I'm a Christian. So, what I believe is that God created everything. So, ibig sabihin, if God is limitless, then I could ask God for more creative stuff to actually do things. And that's what one of my prayers every single day. Like, before I start doing work, I pray that even if I believe that God created everything, sabi ko, Lord, kahit 0.1% lang ng paggawa mo ng mundo, makuha ko. Kahit ganun lang kakonti, okay na ako. Kasi if He is the God of creation, ibig sabihin, He is a creative God. So, that's how I try to think and how to solve things.
Okay. Design by faith, parang ganun din po ba sa inyo? Thank you, Kuya Dustin. Miss Abby, what's your reaction naman po about design stealing?
Design stealing.
Yes po. For example, your art is being stolen by AI. So how do you react on that po?
I'm in this space. Parang si Dustin, I'm in this space that I don't really give an F. Di ba my book is that you have to I don't really it doesn't ah, paano ko siya sasabihin, paano ko siya i-articulate. If
Basta
you're
yung
really
book ni ano na kulay orange.
na kulay orange, yes, you have to
The
choose
subtle art.
your yes, you have to choose the F that you want to put out to the world. So one of those options is not design stealing. Design stealing for me is there. It's gonna happen as much as you don't like it, you hate it, it's gonna happen. Kasi nga, di ba, we emulate and then we create our own. Innovation comes from that. We emulate something and then we innovate. So I don't give an F. Parang ganon. It's there, it's gonna happen. So I'm just focused on myself as an artist, getting better, and then just inspiring others to be the same and to be full of integrity and everything that they do, especially with their artwork. Integrity.
Wow, integrity. So parehas po silang F, no? So si Sir Dustin, faith-based, kay Miss Abby naman, F-based. Joke. Joke lang, Miss Abby. Pero we really appreciate your answers. Grabe, sobrang eloquent niyo po sa mga topics natin right now. Kahit sobrang surprised lang yung mga questions natin. Kasi guys, sa mga nandito pa, no, hindi siya talaga brief or hindi brief yung mga questions namin ngayon. Sobrang biglaan lang yung mga question. Kaya kung makikita nyo, sobrang galing nila sumagot. And kahit biglaan, meron silang alam or kahit pitch of an idea sa certain topic na binabato namin. So, sobrang nakakatuwa. Yun, as hosts
Baka
here.
iban na daw tayo dito. Yung mga
Oo, meron tayo. Yeah, kung
Ay, ba na
makakapagli tayo ng
F to F.
yeah, F to F. Yun na pala yung F to F ngayon.
Pero
F din eh.
to add dun sa mismong question kanina about sa AI. By the way, just to share with you lang guys, I work with huge company from Italy, and they have partnership with OpenAI. And then nagkaroon sila ng parang talk na na-invite nila ako kasi UX designer nga ako. So na-invite nila ako, and then karamihan sa kanila is mga AI talaga developers. So doon ako nagulat kasi parang malaking sampal yun sa akin, like mas creative pa yung gumagawa ng AI than mga designers like us. So, baka iba magulat, no? Yung sinabi ko. Malaking sampal sa atin bilang isang graphic designer na mas creative pa yung yung mismong developer behind of AI. Why? Kasi they think like from 14th century, si Leonardo da Vinci, the sabi niya is learning never exhausts the mind. No, na kung saan we're continuing evolve kasi. Nag-evolve tayo every century, every era ng mismong industry. And I think AI is not part of the destruction but part of the innovation then here in the industry. And I was thinking paano sinabi na parang uh, bakit ko ba sinabi na malaking sampal sa atin? Kasi yung mga behind of AI kasi they think na dahil nasa mundo na tayo na kung saan more on blocks. By the way, yung mga developers, even may mga naasa ko, sabi ni Demetrius from OpenAI developer, kaya lang naman nila ginagawa yung mismong AI kasi in one vision kasi para meron silang one mission for creatives which is yung blocks. Karamihan sa atin meron tayong creative blocks, art blocks, and then ayun parang nag-proceed sila sa AI na paano kung magke-create kami ng isang program na kung saan tutulungan natin yung creatives. And yung one part of their mission na kung saan hindi nila parang niruruin yung industry ng creatives. So, yun nga mabalik ka sa pinag-uusapan natin sa AI, mas creative pa yung mismong sinabi nila na yung about sa innovation and pinanindigan kasi nila yung sinabi niya talaga ni Leonardo da Vinci na learning never exhausts the mind, parang something like that. And meron pa sila kinote kung kilala niyo si pangalan nito si Haruki Murakami.
Murakami.
Writer siya sa Japan, parang 19th century, 90s, I mean 19th century tuloy, 90s, na parang inano niya yung about sa storm, yung mga naglalakad during the storm, something like that. So, parang ang gusto niya lang i-point doon, in every problem no na pumapasok dito or na-encounter natin, parang parang nandoon yung mismong creativity ng tao to 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 recall this, to assess or di kaya ipakita kung ano ba talaga yung solusyon. In every step there's a solution, something like that. Kasi yung storm, it means parang siya yung trial or problem, and then every walk nung tao which is us, parang doon natin na evolve yung sarili natin patungo doon sa mismong solution na hinahanap doon sa industry or maybe sa atin. So, ayun lang. How about you, Lad?
Nasagot ko na yung kanina eh.
Ayun nga pala si Nab.
Iniwasan niyo sa ganyan. Sinab tumakas sa sinab eh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sana po kasi na.
May kinuha lang ata or may something.
Sabi na
Pero yeah, grabe no, interesting yung topic natin, and actually with everything na pinag-usapan natin, ayun na sinab. Nag-ano lang, nag-stall lang pala.
Oo, yung aso ko po eh. Sorry sa lahat.
No worries, no worries. Yeah, may tanong ka pa, Nab? May ano ka ba?
Yeah, sana hindi pa po late, pero one last question. So, pinag-usapan natin siya dati sa Design Chismis, Kuya Dustin, no, before. So, how do you help designers, right, or corporate people, or HR, in some other words, that hiring designers should just do one thing to design, not wear multiple hats? So, how can you manage, or what should you tell to these hiring people or recruiters na may inform sila what designers or graphic designers should do, and as well as Miss Abby? So that's my question right now. At sana ma-answer siya. Kasi I'm sure marami makaka-relate dito ngayon.
di ba sabi ko, nung napag-usapan doon sa design chismis, hanggang dun lang. Kaya nga chismisan eh.
sorry. Chika lang din.
Okay, sige ha. Sige. On a more serious note, nais ko talaga yung upo ko. Kasi that's what we do sa work din. So, we try to also help employers understand kung ano ba talaga yung roles nung mga hina-hire. Kasi sometimes meron talagang discrepancy and disconnect. Kasi before, sanay tayo na multitasker yung tao. Pero there are also some studies that show na hindi nagiging productive if we do so much. And nagiging mas counterproductive pa siya. So, of course, grassroots always yan eh. It takes one company at a time, one HR at a time talaga yung usapan dyan. Especially that when they understand na ito pala yung powers nito. And I'm sure they would also understand because at the same time, there are also some HR folks na nami-mismatch din. So, kunyari, they are HR, but at the same time, the company naman expects them to be the designers din. So, I'm pretty sure that they also understand the situation of wearing too many hats. So, yun, it ano, takes one company at a time, one campaign at a time of understanding na there are rules to it. Pero I cannot blame them because it comes from an older mindset. Pero di ba unti-unti na naman siya nagbabago. We can see that with because of the rise of social media, nagkakaroon ng bashing na, ay grabe, naghahanap lang naman ako ng designer. Hindi niya rin alam yun nung umpisa. That's why, ngayon, at least, nalalaman na. So, yun.
Thank you. Ibig sabihin, recruiters mostly right now are really aware na, no? But maybe they're contemplating kung anong action yung iti-take nila. Pero that's why we're having this kinds of conversations. Ganyan. So thank you, Sir Dustin, for that answer. Kakaya po, Miss Abby, ano pong thoughts niyo about that po?
Can I connect it to multitasking?
Pwede, yes po.
Parang multitasking siya. If you put a person that is not specialized on a certain task, you will not get the 100% of his expertise and skills. So, kunwari ako, ilalagay mo ako as a graphic designer. That's not my expertise. My expertise is for photography. So, if you put me there, hindi ako magbo-bloom, hindi ako magbibigay sa iyo ng need mo talaga. So it's like taking me out of my natural habitat and putting me in something that is not right for me. It's like multitasking as well. Multitasking is a big lifestyle, parang urban legend na if everybody has to be a great multitasking. But really, no. Why do we need to multitask when we need to really focus on one task at a time? One task at a time. You have to give your 100% to this task and then step another one, give your 100% and then 100% and 100% because it kills focus, believe me. I've been there, I've done that. I said, "Oh, I can multitask." But I'm not doing anything at all. I felt that I'm doing something, but in reality, I'm not doing anything. Wala kang natatapos talaga because you're not giving your 100%. So to the HR, they have to put the certain expertise of an individual to what is really for him or for right because hindi din siya on economic side for your business doing you any good kasi the layoff mga turnover of people will be really fast if you do that.
Ang galing, oo. Kasi it sacrifices the quality talaga, no, when you're hiring someone tapos multiple hats yung wini-wear niya. For example, designer na siya, gumagawa pa siya ng ads, nag-write pa siya ng captions, maging agency ka na lang.
Video.
Oo, di ba? Kaya siguro this is also a shout for every recruiters out there kung nanonood man kayo that designers should just do solely or their sole job to design. So sana maging outcry siya sa lahat na ano naman agency. Sana maging aware at ma-educate yung mga HR at sana may isang agency or someone na gumawa ng campaign for this kasi this is also a big like problem currently, no.
Nakain na sila.
Hello, hello. Narinig niyo po ba ako? So,
Nawala.
yeah. Ay, hello, hello. Nawawala ako.
Nawala ka kanina.
Okay. Sorry.
Ay, nawala,
Ay,
sorry.
may nagsabi, overworked, di ba? So, ay, kapag mag-hire ka ng mga recruiters, pag mag-hire po kayo, hire a designer, hire a marketer, hire a copywriter, kasi those are multiple jobs. They should not be done by just one person. So, ayun, may mga question din dito, no? If you're still willing to answer, no? Kasi I think last 2 questions na lang yung entertain natin ngayon and we're gonna wrap up. All right, if you're still willing. So, ayan, one question dito. If x is equal to 3 times...
Naging
Jebra!
Ano, may meeting na pala ako. So, I have to...
naman na doon.
Abby left the group na. Abby left.
Malalim
Bigla ako
siya.
napahanap. Ano yun na?
Ito
Hindi,
kasi
pero siguro to add dun sa dilemma of hiring and all that. Kasi I've been there. I'm not saying that it's a good proposition. Pero when I was in corporate back then, when I became a corporate communication specialist, lean yung team. So, we were called Sugapa Productions. Kasi I have to do storyboard, I have to shoot,
Okay.
I have to design. At some point, nung kasagsagan ng mga summer events namin, I had to do the storyboard. Pero someone, siyempre iba na yung writer. I have to be ako yung host kasi kulang ng tao. Tapos parang kailangan na ma-shoot agad. So ako yung host, ako yung nasa camera, ako magsiset ng camera. Tapos ako rin yung nag-edit. So bago pa nauso yung vlogging, nandun na pala ako.
Ikaw mo pala talaga yung nauna.
But it teaches you skills that could help you in the long run. So it's tiring, but at the same time, it teaches you, okay, do I really want to do this? Where do I focus? So at least if na-dip mo yung fingers mo into a lot of things, you then can choose where do you want to focus on. So yun.
Ganda. Kasi isa rin yung sa advantage kapag na-hire ka. No? Kasi actually, isa rin ako sa beneficiary ng idea na yun. Beneficiary. Pero yung thought na yun, no? Kasi ako, hindi ko rin talaga alam before kung magiging designer ba ako, magiging writer ba ako, magiging advertiser ba ako. So I've tried a lot of things. Tapos after that, I've chosen one thing. Tapos I worked that out. Tapos I'm still making sure na I'm gonna be professional or good at this thing. So maganda rin yun. At on the other hand, pero sana, as much as possible, you're paying that person right amount para mapalitan or ma-compensate yung efforts na ginagawa niyo for the company. So, yeah. And last last 2 questions, no? Ito may nag-star kasi nag-send siya ng star. So, thank you, Paolo. Ito, actually marami na rin nag-a-ask nito sa lahat ng mga podcasts or episodes, no? Pero we also want to hear your thoughts about this po, Miss Abigail and Sir Dustin, kung na-experience rin siya before. So sabi niya, hi there, I'm an art director in a global tech company. I'm curious to know about your opinion to those designers who do lowball offers daw po. So what do you think about it? Anyone po from you?
Nako. Low balls. Nako.
Sige. Okay.
I think,
it's not So, let me answer this, no? Ay, nagsasalita na ba siya?
Nag-overlap. Yeah.
Ay, okay.
It's over. Sige po. Go, Miss Abby.
I think that in the long term, they don't really see the effects that they're doing to the whole industry if they keep on pricing themselves under the market. So it's precedence to the aspiring creatives in the industry that this is the kind of income that they will be expecting from clients, and basta it's for me dapat wag mag-globals kasi this is not about just one person, it is the whole creative industry that is being affected. Domino effect siya eh. Even with photography, even with videography, even with graphic design, everything else, it's a domino effect talaga. So nakakalungkot lang that some people are doing that, but of course we sometimes we really just have to put our ourselves in their space and place na maybe they really need to do that, to get more like quantity over quality. So I'll double this one,
Yes.
I'll get more and get more and get more, but then oh my god, the effects that it will do to the industry as a whole, ay, pagpe-pray na
Yes.
lang natin, may pagpe-pray
Ganda
na
na,
lang
no?
natin.
Yes,
They
yes.
will,
So do you
ano,
think, ay, sorry po, yes po. Mhm. Ayan, miss. Follow up lang po. Do you think it's the client's problem or is it the designer's problem?
if there are no designers that's gonna accept this kind of pricing from the clients, then there will be clients that will be educated that I cannot offer this kind of offers or pricing to creatives. So parang chicken and egg, right? It's like that. It's like that concept. So once we start educating our clients that this is not the kind of pricing that we expect from this kind of requirements that you're getting from us, then it's one decision at a time, one choice at a time, one pricing at a time. Pero kasi it's gonna be a difficult task, especially if there are people really in creatives that's doing it. Nakakalungkot lang minsan eh.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Abby. Ang ganda no, no? One at a time. Parang kanta. Kakantay ni Kela. One, two. Singer na naman siya.
Oo nga.
Thank you, Miss Abby. Kayo po, Sir Dustin. What's your thoughts about that naman po?
Sila rin yung mahihirapan eh. Hindi, totoo
Sino
naman.
po ito?
Kasi ang mangyayari dyan, alam mo yung yung idea na, kasi ikaw, at the end of the day, ikaw na yung mahihirapan. Tumanggap ka ng ganito, tapos magre-reklamo ka. So, ayun, siguro if there's one thing that I wouldn't do, or I advise everyone not to do, is magreklamo sa social media. That's it. Kasi, maliit ang mundo.
Yeah.
If you place a comment somewhere that this and that and this and that, reklamo ka, hindi lang kasi kapwa designer yung nakakakita. It's also potential clients. So if potential clients see you as that, mareklamo pala si Dustin. Ganito pala siya mag-rant sa labas against clients, which is wrong. Again, clients are also coming from a position where this is what they understand. So you have to meet halfway. So educate the client, pero understand also where they are coming from. Kasi baka ito lang talaga yung budget. So dadalihin mo na lang siya sa, do I actually want to take on this project because I'm interested to learn or because this is an advocacy? So, ganun. Parang sabi lang ni Abby, chicken and egg, it's really correlated like that. So, not saying na wag mong tanggapin. It's just that you have to pick ano yung pipiliin mo na if it's low budget. Pero syempre, as much as possible, you aim for higher because sila rin yung when you install something, you're making their lives easier. So
Yeah, so case to case, tsaka problem siya ng both of the sides, di ba? Problem ng designers, problem din siya ng client. So really have to like come together, share the united goal, and be the
Nag-advocacy.
advocacy. Pero yan, go Kuya Lad.
Pero maganda yung mga points, no? Kumbaga, tsaka chicken and egg talaga. Like parang, there should be someone na nag-educate sa mga clients and also at the same time, nag-educate din sa mga creatives na there's a standard pricing or like marketing or parang ano ba talaga yung market value ng ganitong klaseng offer or service natin sa mga kasi hindi rin natin masisisi yung mga client kasi baka mamaya ayun din yung alam nila na pricing, hindi nila alam yung mga standard or market value ng ganitong offer. So dapat alam din nila na may nag-educate sa kanila at the same time sa mga sa mga nagsisimula kasi nag-challenge to ng mga starting or aspiring creatives or designers na hindi nila alam kung magkano yung ipa-price nila. Kaya yung iba sa kanila, nagpa-price muna sila kung ano yung komportable sila, tsaka yung alam nila na siyempre ang alam nila kunwari sabihin natin for a logo ₱150 for a logo. Pero yun yung ano nila, idea nila. Pero wala talaga silang idea kung talagang magkano yung yung standard or market value ng ino-offer nila. So it's a chicken and egg. Sino ba yung educate sa mga designers, sino ba yung mag-e-educate sa mga clients para magkaroon ng idea ano ba talaga yung dapat or standard pricing for a certain service or offer.
Yeah, actually sobrang agree din 'no sa sinabi ninyong lahat 'no. Pero ako kasi, when it comes naman sa pag-e-educate, by the way nababanggit ko 'to sa mga estudyante ko sa college, na like ko sinasabi na you have to educate the clients ganyan. Pero one thing kasi ang magiging question diyan, what type of, educating yung gagawin mo dun sa client. So siguro for me is dapat maging authoritative ka sa client. So, I think ayun yung kailangan. Kasi, karamihan ito kasi yung nakikita kong problema for how many years that I work in creative industry. May mga client kasi na they are willing to be, i-educate mo sila, pero there's a clients kasi na kahit nandun yung interest mo para gawin yun, parang parang sabihin nila, "Hindi, ito yung nakikita ko sa social media, eh." Pero siguro, one thing rin natutunan ko with Cristo 'no, you have to be, authoritative dun sa mismong client mo whether, kukunin nila ay kung kukunin mo ba or hindi. So siguro ayun yung I
Yeah.
think na, dapat maintindihan ng karamihan ng mga designer kasi karamihan sa mga designer, dahil nga karamihan sa kanila is, sayang 'to, pera 'to, eh. So kukunin na lang nila. So siguro kailangan ayun yung ano, yung pattern na kailangan nating sundin para makapagpresyo tayo ng maayos and at the same time maganda rin yung mismong flow ng identity natin for other people.
Yeah. Ganda i-add ko lang siguro sa sinabi ni ni Brian. Natutunan mo kay Chris Do 'no, ako may natutunan ako kay Chris Don't naman. Na walang tumawa sa joke ko pero ako na lang tatawa diyan. Pero siguro in addition to that 'no, when you price na parang kung halimbawa na alam mo na yung value or market value, dapat meron siyang karampatang like parang ano yung value, not in monetary na mabibigay mo dun sa client. Like parang sige maningil tayo ng ₱10,000 for a logo design, pero what kind of value yung nabibigay natin na kapalit nun? Na parang halimbawa, yeah, not to naman ng iba, na parang baka mamaya 10,000 yung worth ng ng pricing natin pero yung ginagawa natin na binibigay natin na value sa kanila is pang 150 nga na logo lang. Kumbaga i-a-add ko ulit yung mga sinabi kanina na you have to upskill. You have to give value sa sarili mo na parang na parang yeah, authoritative ka pero yung value or yung result or yung output na nabibigay mo sa client mo is hindi rin match dun sa pricing na binibigay mo. So, yun lang. To add lang dun na being authoritative pero at the same time, you price based on your value. Not your value as a person but your value na nabibigay sa tao, sa client. Sino daw si Dennis?
Kaya sa nagsabi mo ng
Kaya
tuloy
nagulat ako sino ba si Dennis, eh.
Pero nakalagay po yung pangalan niya, siya po si Dustin. Sir Dustin. So I guess that's it for tonight. I know a lot of you guys have so much questions or so many questions. Pero our time is really limited. Busy ang ating mga designers, ang ating mga guests ngayon. And we have to wrap it up. Ayan, if ever may pa-promote ba sila Sir Dustin tsaka si Miss Abigail, I think this is the right time for them to promote their space.
Yeah.
Go, Miss Abby.
Oh, thank you. Just want to promote that we have our culminating masterclass on April 6th for aspiring photographers or advanced photographers. That would be the best time for you to get to know other photographers, the community of other photographers, and to know more about lighting and posing for women. So I hope I'll see you there on April 6th. That would be from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay, thanks, Miss Abby. Happy International Women's Month. Go, Sir Dustin.
Okay, so ito na ang promotion time. Yes.
Doon
All
na
right.
excite.
Okay. So I just want to promote yung event ng Husay, which is Pinaghusayan. So they will be having so many, like it's like a festival for freelancers. Sobrang gaganda and enriching nung mga topics, at the same time magagaling nung mga magsasalita like Marian Pastor. I've seen her in person, sobrang galing. Of course, Lera, sa president namin yan sa CDAP. I think, and even si Attorney Gio will be there. So if you have some copyright or legal issues when it comes to design, you can ask. So that's Pinigusayan. Also, if you want to be immersed, may nakita ko kaninang comment na how do you learn about design? If you want to be immersed with other designers, try following Manila Middle Ground or Komuna. So they have lots of events happening about design and creativity. And as for CDAP, stay tuned because we will be having two events upcoming. So hindi ko pa pwedeng sabihin kasi niluluto pa siya. But stay tuned because we have more events for you guys. Because like Philippine graphic designers, like Graphic Artists Philippines, we also want to help designers when it comes to enriching their lives, not just designers, but as professionals. So there, thank you so much. Wow.
Awesome,
Yes.
awesome. Sana may mga
Nice. How
posters sila
about
ng 100%, no? Ay, sige, Kuya Brian.
Hindi, si Lad, baka may gustong i-promote or siguro unahin ko muna sa'yo, Nab. Kung baka may gusto kang i-promote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yan lang. So, hi guys. Please keep being active sa communities natin. And I guess sa next week, Kuya Lad, meron tayong isang event about mobile photography and content creation. And I think
Oh,
that's next week siya, no?
yeah.
And that I think that's for free. Ah, no, may minimum fee. Ito na lang.
Baka
May
magkamali
minimum
ka.
I'm not sure how much pa, pero may minimal fee. Pero this is very, very perfect sa lahat ng mga designers natin that are afraid to show up, how to create contents themselves. And kasi it's really hard to create contents right now kapag hindi mo alam kung ano yung framework na ginagawa mo or wala kang background about personal branding, about creating or using the right tools and strategies for you to create. So, andyan si Bri, tsaka si Kuya Lad next week for you to teach guys. And yun lang, may Passion to Profit din kami next month, April, with Sir Rock still, and we're still inviting you there. Wala kaming poster right now, pero still, yun pa rin yung poster na gagamitin.
Wala pang date kasi, kaya wala pang final
Wala
date yung
pang
date.
date. Pero we're inviting all of you guys na sumali next month. So maraming learnings na matututunan, and how can you turn your passion into profit or money. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically me, Kuya Lad.
Ayun, thank you so much, Nab. Sa akin naman, if you're looking for free workshops and free webinars about being creative and anything about graphic design, please join Creative Incubator. It's a community dito sa Facebook group. So hanapin niyo lang yung Creative Incubator, a community for designers and creative. So nagkakanda kami diyan ng mga free workshops, free webinars, free as much as possible. Kung kaya namin gawing free, ibibigay namin sa inyo ng libre para may matutunan tayo lahat about sa graphic design. So nag-i-invite kami ng mga different experts to to teach about different things, to teach about different learnings, different mga webinars, workshops about designs and creativity. So saktong-sakto kasi next week din, March 23, meron tayong upcoming webinar by Ann Beltran. Yun, nagko-comment si Ann kanina dito, no? So si Ann, magtuturo siya about motion design. So fundamentals ng motion design. Kung interested kayo to learn about motion design or interested kayo na i-offer siya sa mga clients ninyo, join on March 23, that's 7 p.m. So, ano siya, exclusive event siya for the community members. So again, Creative Incubator, a community for designers and creatives. Yan.
Wait, habol ka lang din pala. I also have an episode next week for Designer Diaries. We'll be featuring 3 designers. So yung mission ng Designer Diaries, no, we feature those people who don't know how to feature themselves. So they don't have their own marketing skill or marketing profiles, ganyan, or social media brands. But they don't know how to market themselves. So Designer Diaries is a great platform for them to showcase their skills, their talents, and how to like share their journey to other people. No, so Designer Diaries with Simon Soriano, Leo Ocampo, and Jap Sedutan next week. So it's gonna be streamed live via Facebook and on Uno Graphico as well as on Filipino graphic designers. So see you guys.
Ayun 'no, and also 'no, I would like to thank din sa mga nag-join here in our podcast and siyempre sa mga special guest hosts and special guests. Abby, Dustin, maraming salamat sa time ninyo.
Thank you
I
so
know
much.
na sobrang busy ninyo. Maliban lang kay Lad hindi yan busy, 'di joke lang. Tinirada sila din. Na, hindi.
Oy,
And then Lad and Nab 'no, maraming salamat din sa time ninyo. I know na super busy ninyo and even me. No, kaya ayun guys, maraming salamat and yun, see you next week. Bye-bye guys.
thank you everyone.
Thank you, Sir Justin. Miss Abby.